If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love Wnst.net.
Ken, you're on the clock. Go for it.
All right, welcome to Sports Talk 1570 WNST. This is the Coors Light King and Queen of Sports Talk. My name is Ken Phillips, and I've got 5 minutes in nasty seat for just to shoot the breeze a little bit, I guess. Let's start with the Orioles now. Guthrie will face off against Penny tonight. Now, Guthrie's the Oriole ace and holding people to a .261 batting average. This is actually Brad Penny's second start in Fenway, and his first start was in 2003 with the Marlins. So he gave up 9 runs in that game. Maybe he just doesn't like Boston's park very much. And the second game tomorrow night will be Adam Eaton against Josh Beckett, and I think that should be fireworks night because there should be some balls flying out against Adam Eaton. And then Koji on against Lester on the following day, Sunday. Lester hasn't done too badly this year. He's only given up 18 hits and 11 runs and had 2 losses, but against the Orioles in 8 career starts, he is 6-0 with a .281 ERA. Now let's move on to a little bit of football talk. I want to give you some names here. Roy Williams, Reggie Williams, Braylon Edwards, Troy Williamson, Mike Williams, Calvin Johnson, Ted Ginn, Charles Rogers, and Andre Johnson. Now I'll ask you, what do those people have in common? They're all top 10 picks in the NFL. How many of those people panned out? How many people went on to become stars? I mean, you are a top 10 pick. You should, a lot of it is expected of you at top 10. Andre Johnson went number 3, 2002, right after Charles Rogers. What's he doing these days? Not a whole lot, folks. I don't know if he's taking fries with your order now or not. Ted Ginn's only been in the league 2 years now. Next year will be his second year. Wide receivers generally take a little bit longer to pan out than that. So this year he might break out, who knows. Mike Williams went number 10 to Detroit in 2005. He only played for 3 teams. He's out of the league. My point is, a lot of people are on Ozzie Newsome about his inability to draft a wide receiver that makes a significant impact. I beg to differ. It is, as according to what Billick and Nestor said the other day, one of the highest flub positions in the NFL. You just don't know what you're going to get. The success rate is well under 50%. So in that aspect, I'm going to bring up what everybody's been talking about today, and that would be the Anquan Bolden is available for, reportedly now, a 1st and 3rd round pick. Do you think that's good enough, or is that too much to pay? I'm going to compare him to a wide receiver that's a little bit different. They're both about the same size. Andre Johnson, 6'1", 217. And Terrell, the head case Owens, is 6'3", 218. And both have the same physical stature. Through the first 6 years of their career, it looks like Anquan Bolden has him by a little bit in the statistical aspect of the game. 92 games has been started by Terrell Owens, 80 by Anquan Bolden. Now we realize he missed quite a few games last year, 4 to be exact, with the horrific injury that he had on the hit in the New York Jet game. If you didn't see it, it was hellacious. But there are some statistics that would point things in the opposite direction. I'm on the fence right now, to be honest with you folks. I mean, 412. Let me see here. Hold on. It's a tough situation to call up. They're both physically similar. Whereas Anquan Bolden's being labeled as a possession receiver. He averaged 12.8 yards per reception last year. Derek Mason, that's right, the 35-year-old Derek Mason was 13 yards per catch. But I'd still have to find out what it would take. I think it would be something that they're interested in, but they're not going to go hog wild. Moving on. They're talking about trading for a 1st and a 3rd, and that's all fine and dandy. If you want. You have the Eagles with 2 number 1s and number 2 and a number 3. The Giants also in the mix. Heard that the Jacksonville Jaguars are interested. If you're Arizona, I think you have to really entertain the Jacksonville offer. I mean, they have the number 8 pick and the number 8 pick in the 3rd round, which would be the 72nd selection. So if they're looking just for that, that's where they have to go. I'm leaning more towards no right now. So that's it. I'm going to toss it back to Nestor.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love Wnst.net.